Streams of lava have been spurting from new fissures which have opened up at a volcano in Iceland that began erupting last month. I'm joined by Professor Magnus Gudmundsson, a geophysicist at the University of Iceland. Good to see you this morning. Look, what are we seeing here in terms of this volcanic activity?
Well, we are seeing actually quite a small eruption. This is one of the smallest yet, but how big it will be in the end is anyone's guess, because this is what's called, it's very coming from deep. This magma is what's called very primitive, coming right from the mantle of the earth. And there are cases when eruption like this can go on for long. But this is placed nearer to the population centers of Iceland. It is 30 kilometers from Reykjavík. It's close to a town, or 10 kilometers from a town on the south coast. So volcanic activity in this area is much closer to most of us than most of the volcanic activity in Iceland. But this is still rather, and probably will stay small and, what should we say, manageable.
Well, we're looking at pictures as you talk of people getting very close up to some lava flows. I mean, personally, I can see the interest in this. I'd love to see something like this up close and personal. But are there concerns being raised about just how many sort of tourists and visitors this is now attracting?
Well, that is the main effort. I mean, there's a major operation ongoing, trying to secure the security of people that go into the area. There are dozens of rescue group people present, and it's organized and by the local police and civil protection, and and it's all meant to try to secure that nobody is harmed. But there is an enormous interest in this. This is spectacularly beautiful. And if people do things in the right way, there isn't much danger. The problem is if you go too close, if you go under a wall of lava, it may collapse. There can be gas in pockets, and you can see the gas from the rising from the flumes. This is from the craters. This is mostly sulfur, and this simply is. There are dangers, but this is being managed with quite a lot of effort. But there is a strong tradition in Iceland that people want to go and see a volcanic eruption if at all possible, and that is how this is handled.
Yeah. I don't blame them, Professor. I really don't. But how much danger is it in terms of this level of activity? Could this escalate? Are we looking at a more serious eruption at any point in the near future?
One can never be sure, but the indications are that this will go on probably in a similar manner. We have no idea for how long. It can go on for weeks, months, and if we look at the geological past, then we have events in Iceland that have probably gone on for decades. We are not really expecting that, but nature, we don't know what nature is actually going to do. But this has quite some similarities to the volcanic activity that is very common on Hawaii.
Wow. Well, look, Professor Gudmundsson, it's good to talk to you this morning. Thank you very much indeed. That is something I would very much like to see, I have to tell you.